Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to be starting today the Regimen Builder series that I'll be doing here on my channel. Now, I've done a lot of research on the different products that are in the natural hair community, and to my surprise, there are a lot more products on the market than I even knew about. And so I had to do even more research, and through all that research, I was able to develop really good regimens that would help you guys on this channel to build out your own so that you can grow long, lustrous natural hair. I should say though that I'm definitely not a professional, so if you need professional help for your natural hair, go ahead and seek it elsewhere. I'm making recommendations based on my experience and my own research. So if you want to start your regimen building, stick around. For today's video, I'm going to start off with a very common issue that a lot of naturals face, and it's the issue of dry and itchy scalp and dandruff. I know that there are different reasons why persons can have dandruff and dry and itchy scalp, so I definitely recommend going to a dermatologist and finding out what's going on with your hair and scalp. But in the meantime, there are products that are available that can help you to grow your natural hair. I'll be doing today's video in a special way. I'm going to be having a natural hair care regimen outline, but I'm also going to drop in an outline for those of you who have relaxed hair, because I know that the dry and itchy scalp and the dandruff isn't localized to the natural hair, to persons with naturally curly hair. That's what I should say, because if it grows out of your hair, it's technically your natural hair. Being PC, I'm going to be looking at both sides and seeing how we can build out a regimen for everyone in this case. So generally, persons with dry and itchy scalp and dandruff, they suffer from irritation on the scalp. They'll definitely have more hair fall because of the irritation on their scalp. And so there are a lot of things that can go wrong with your hair when you have dry, itchy scalp and dandruff issues. Today we're going to be talking about it. But before we start, I want you to go ahead and do your hair porosity check. And if you don't know what a hair porosity check is, it's just a test to see how well your hair is able to absorb and retain moisture. Now, if you take a cup of water and you drop your hair strand in the water, if it floats upwards, then it means that you have low porosity. If it sinks to the bottom of the glass, it means that you have high porosity. And if it stays floating in the middle somewhere, that means that you have normal to medium porosity. What this means is that if you have low porosity hair, it's just going to be harder for you to add moisture to your hair, but you'll know that once you add moisture to your hair will retain it for a longer period of time. If you have high porosity hair, it will mean that you will be able to moisturize your hair very, very well, but it also means that you will not be able to retain a lot of that moisture over time. For those who have medium porosity, all it means is that you're able to absorb moisture pretty well and retain it pretty well. So it's good to know these things, because if you know it, then it will help you to organize a schedule of how to care for your hair so that you can retain moisture. That's a lot of talking. Do the test and let's get on to the main aspects of the natural hair care that I'm going to be talking about today. Today I'm going to be talking about the wash day, moisturizing and styling, and protective styling. It's three, trust me, it's three and it's very important. So today we're going to talk about wash day for persons with dry, itchy scalp and dandruff. Let's start off with treatments. One treatment that you can use on your natural hair is actually a I think it's a great product, especially for this purpose, and it is actually the Shea Moisture Apple Cider line, and they have an Aloe Butter Scalp Moisture Cream. So this Aloe Butter Scalp Moisture Cream is just like a balm that you apply to your scalp, and it will help to relieve some of the dryness and the itchiness that you're feeling on your scalp, and it's absolutely amazing. So I've read the product reviews and I've done the research on the products, and I feel that on the ingredients, and I feel like the product is actually just designed so well that this specific item in the line will be good to use before you begin shampooing your hair. Now the reason I say that is because if you have itchy and irritated scalp, it means that your scalp is not necessarily the easiest to manage on a wash day. So I would definitely recommend using this product before you begin your wash day process. The next step in the wash day process, I believe, is to detangle the hair. Now I am pro detangling before shampooing, and the reason is that it makes your wash day much shorter. I'm all for a shorter wash day. When you get to washing your hair and you're tied up with washing and detangling, then it might become more tiresome. So I am pro detangling before shampooing. And so for this, I would definitely recommend, in the same apple cider line that Shea Moisture has, they have actually a conditioner. So for my wash day, I don't use a detangler because I use a conditioner. And the detangler is something that helps you to detangle your hair more easily, and the conditioner conditions your hair, but it's supposed to also help with the detangling. So I do either one or the other. So if I have a detangler, I'm not gonna have a conditioner. If I have a conditioner, I'm not gonna have a detangler. So you can choose. You apply the detangler to your hair, and then you use a tool, a comb, a brush, your fingers, and you'll detangle your hair before you shampoo. Don't worry about not shampooing, because one of the things you should also realize is that the conditioner and the hair treatment that you're going to be using usually have similar ingredients and a similar purpose. It's just that the masks are like maybe a bit more moisturizing, and they allow you to use them for a longer period. So definitely detangle your hair before you start washing. In the same apple cider line is a shampoo that works well, and I think that the apple cider ingredient is what is really going to help you to overcome your struggles with dry and itchy scalp and also dandruff. You go aloe butter, scalp moisture, then you apply your detangler or conditioner, then you apply your shampoo, and then you'll be applying this hair mask. And I'm going to be giving you two options, one for the curly hair and one for the relaxed hair. For the curly hair, I'm recommending the Mielle Rosemary Mint hair mask, which is lovely. So that is what I recommend as a hair mask for those who have naturally curly hair. Now if your hair has been relaxed, I recommend the TGIN Repairx Hydrating hair mask. And you'll hear me recommend a lot of TGIN because I believe that TGIN has an excellent product line, along with Mielle and some others that I will be talking about maybe other times. But I think that the TGIN Repairx hair mask is absolutely perfect for those who have relaxed hair, because you know that relaxed hair is damaged hair, and you can do things to treat the hair well so that it doesn't break off. But this product also is not going to irritate your scalp, so you can definitely use this if you have relaxed hair. So now we'll move on to the next step. A lot of people tend to skip this step and go straight into styling, but this is one of the most important steps in your hair care regimen, and it is the moisturizing section. Now you have to moisturize your hair. There are two main techniques that are used by others in the natural hair community, and it's the LCO method and the LOC method. In the LCO method, it's the leave-in cream and then an oil. In the LOC method, it's the leave-in oil then cream. You can use whichever works best for you. Try adding a leave-in, then an oil on top, and then a cream on top, or try adding a leave-in, then a cream and then an oil. You guys get it. Try both ways, because depending on your hair porosity, one of them will definitely work better than the other, and there is no guarantee that both of them will work well for your hair. So if you already have a method, say for instance you only use leave-in and creams and that works well for your moisturizing routine, then fine by me. Just find which moisturizing routine works best for your hair, but you must moisturize. So in today's regimen, we are going to wash our hairs, and then we're going to wait until our hair is about maybe 50% dry. We're not going to be adding the leave-in directly into really wet hair. So I recommend toweling your hair or using one of those microfiber cloths to dry your hair to about 50%, just damp but not soaking wet. And you're going to be applying your leave-in first onto your hair, so that you can start with the moisturizing. For my natural girls, I would recommend that you use the As I Am Dry and Itchy Scalp leave-in. This is an excellent leave-in, and it will also benefit not only your hair but your scalp. I would top this off with my favorite oil, and then I would go back with the As I Am CocoShea Whip, which is a nice creamy whipped butter that will just be heavy on the hair, and it's also very creamy, very nice. I love the texture of this product. So the leave-in, your favorite oil, and a cream. You can use this in whatever order, except the leave-in goes first, and then you can add the oil and the cream, or the cream and the oil. These three products will definitely help your hair to grow well as you treat your scalp. And that's for my natural girls. Now, everyone, natural and relaxed, I think that you guys should go back in with the Shea Moisture, Apple Cider, Aloe, and Aloe Butter Scalp Moisture Cream. I think you should apply that to your scalp, and it will definitely bring some relief to the itchiness as you go along. To my relaxed girls, now I would recommend using the TGIN Repairx leave-in. This will be light enough to apply to your hair so that you can style your hair without it being weighed down. Now that we're finished with our moisture routine and we fully moisturized our hair, like 90% of the battle is done. Should I say 90%? A lot of the battle is done. Now we move on to styling. Now styling is important because depending on how you style your hair, it will help you to mitigate the scalp condition that you have. So I think it's very important that you're careful with what you use to style your hair. Now if you have natural hair, I would recommend that you definitely use a gel or a mousse that works best for you. The mousse would be better because the product itself is lighter and is less likely to clump and leave residue in your hair. But depending on the style that you want to achieve, you might want to use a gel. I would recommend that you do low tension styles. These styles will help you to stop irritation on your scalp. But not only do I recommend low tension styles, I also recommend styles that allow you free access to your scalp. I wouldn't recommend doing crochet braids where all of the hair goes back in one and is covered by more hair. I would recommend that you do locks, knotless braids, mini twists, mini plaits, even cornrows. But always try to ensure that you have access to your scalp so that you can be continuously using the balms and the products that will help to relieve your itchy, dry scalp. That's my recommendation for my natural girlies. As for those who have relaxed hair, I would definitely recommend that you use a heat protectant, and you also try to use styles that don't put too much tension on your hair. So for instance, if you're doing a flexi rod set, definitely don't do it so tight that it's causing irritation on the scalp. And also, if you're doing protective styles, try to do protective styles that allow access to your scalp. Throughout the week, as your hair loses moisture and it's time to re-moisturize, I would definitely recommend the As I Am rice water collection. Now this rice water leave-in is actually very good, and depending on how well your hair takes to it, it would be a good leave-in spray to apply to your hair maybe twice a week to re-moisturize and to keep your hair healthy. This is my recommended regimen for anyone who struggles with dry and itchy scalp and would like to grow their hair, but also would like to have the freedom of knowing that they're using the best products for their natural hair and to help their condition. It takes a lot to manage the dry and itchy scalp and the dandruff, but it is not impossible, and these products are formulated to help your hair to grow while controlling these issues. I really like the Shea Moisture Apple Cider Vinegar line, although I'm not like a big Shea Moisture fan, and yeah, you guys will see it as we do more more of these videos, but I think that they really hit the mark with these products because a lot of naturals have this issue. Some more, like for some it's worse than others, and so if you find that using this regimen does not help you, then it means that you probably need help from a dermatologist, and you should definitely see a dermatologist before you try anything else. There are other things that you can use that are natural that you can make at home. So for instance, if you're having wash day and you'd like to detangle your hair and treat your scalp before you're shampooing, you can always use aloe vera, cut it into pieces, apply to your scalp and your hair. The aloe vera will act as a soothing agent for your scalp, but it's also, I guess, it has nice slip and it will help you to detangle your hair very well, and it's naturally grown. There are other things that you can include in your regimen that will help you, but for those of us who don't have the time to be doing these very, I guess, complex things on our wash day, we just want to wash our hair and just be done with it, using the products that are designed to help you with these issues is going to make your wash day and your natural hair journey much easier. So if you liked this regimen and you think like it's the best regimen for you, then leave a like down below. Comment and tell me if you've used any of these products, if they've worked for you, if you have any product that you are using now that you think will help somebody who has itchy, dry scalp and dandruff. Definitely put it in the chat. We all are trying to help each other out, so don't keep it to yourself, leave it in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me on today's regimen builder. I'm really excited for what we're going to be doing in this series, and I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback and seeing the transformation of your hair journey by using this regimen builder. Of course, this is not a complete overview of what you can do with your natural hair, so if there's anything that you think that we should add, definitely add it below. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share it with somebody. Bye.